All right, here we are back at it again. That's what he said in his book, The Science of Mind. This is day 69, and we are talking about thoughts as things. This is a continuation of our conversation from yesterday. If you're following along, page 144, and we are in the middle of a chapter called The Power of Thought. And this is where Holmes gets all into what are our thoughts? How do our thoughts really function? What really are they? And so we are in the middle of the page. Thoughts are things. Here we go. Health and sickness are largely externalizations of our dominant mental and spiritual states. An emotional shock or a mind filled with the thoughts of fear has been known to cause the momentary stoppage or acceleration of the heart. Physicians now testify that under emotional stress, particularly anger, the blood leaves a chemical deposit around the joints in the body. Worry, fear, anger, jealousy, and other emotional conditions are mental in their nature, and as such are being recognized as the hidden cause of a larger part of all the physical suffering to which the flesh is heir. A normal, healthy mind reflects itself in a healthy body, and conversely, an abnormal mental state expresses its corresponding condition in some physical condition. Thoughts are things. Modern psychology affirms that all the thoughts and emotions we have experienced since we came into conscious existence are still present in mind. Where ceaselessly active, they manifest themselves as subjective tendencies that mold the body in health or sickness and determine as well our reactions to all life and experience. We do not maintain that this or that specific disease is always the result of thinking about such a condition, but we do assert that a prolonged discordant mental state is certain to eventuate in some form of physical ailment. People have died of great grief, of broken hearts, of outbursts of temper, of deep and continued resentment, of excessive worry, and many other mental illnesses, in which there was no specific thought of sickness at all. The point to remember is that all mind activity inevitably tends to create its physical correspondent, so that an unhealthful, I guess that's a word, so that an unhealthful and morbid mental state projects itself into the physical body. Thoughts are things. They have the power to objectify thought lays hold of causation and forms real thought. What? Oh, thought. Sometimes it twists, right? Thought lays hold of causation and forms real substance. The word of man, of humans, is the law of their life, under the one great law of all life. Thoughts of sickness can make a person sick, and thoughts of health and perfection can heal them. Thought is the conscious activity of the one thinking, and works as they direct, through law. And this law may be consciously set in motion. This law will work for them to the fullest extent of their belief in and understanding of it. A realization of the presence of God is the most powerful healing agency known to our mind, known to the mind of man, to the mind of human consciousness. However you would repronoun that. One with God. Until we awake to the fact that we are one in nature with God, we shall not find the way of life. Until we realize that our own word has the power of life, we will not see clearly. The Bible points out that humans have the same power in their own life and in their own world that it claims for God. The Word was with God, and the Word was God. Is often repeated, but little understood statement. The premise to human is equally positive. The premise to us is equally positive. The word is nehi, even in thine own mouth, that thou shalt know it and do it. If any word has power, it follows that all words have power. It means that every word which we hear, speak, or think has some power. Yeah, so a little bit more on thoughts themselves. Thoughts have power. Thoughts are things. So tune in tomorrow. Tune in next time. day 70 tomorrow. And I don't know what we're talking about, but it'll be just as good. See you then.